Welcome back, I'm Chris Kirschner. Revenge, redemption, whatever you call it. Tomorrow's battle against UConn in the Final Four will be an all-out war. An incredible finish here at Citizens Field tonight. Down 7 with 1:30 left, Gainesville scores 10 points to get the W over Sun Lake, 17-14. Well, Mike, it all starts on the mound. In Florida's recent skid, the pitching staff has given up just under 7 runs per game. I'm here with Gainesville kicker Alex Holloway, who drilled a 42-yard field goal with 8 seconds left to give Gainesville a 17-14 win over Sun Lake. WFT's own Corey Brooks is live at Jerry World covering the Final Four for us. Corey, Florida had its final open practice before tomorrow's game today. What did you see from the Gators? Entering today's Under Armour All-America game, the Gators only have 3 verbal commitments. 29 straight wins here at the Stephen C. O'Connell Center, 10-0 in the SEC, and a 78-69 win over the Alabama Crimson Tide. And Gators head coach Billy Donovan still isn't pleased with this team overall. And the Gator volleyball team is going dancing for the 23rd consecutive season. Mercer. The Mercer Bears upset Jabari Parker and the Dukies. My bracket is now completely ruined. And Bucks running back Mike James gets the handoff and jump pass. Somewhere in the world, Tim Tebow sheds a tear. She's a captain for the St. Francis High School Wolves. That's right, she. She is Lexi Scott, coming in at just under 5 feet tall. The girl who wears number 15 for her favorite player, Tim Tebow, has always loved football. So one day in 8th grade, she decided that watching the game just wasn't enough.
I wanted to play football, and that's the only way my parents would let me play, so I took what I was given and ran with it and signed up for a kicking camp the night I got home from the Gator party where the idea came to mind, and just started from there, built a field goal in my front yard, painted it hot pink.
Lexi still makes use of those hot pink field goal posts, and it's paid off. A 3-year starter, she went from just kicking extra points to also becoming the team's kickoff specialist. Her coach says she is one of the leaders of this young St. Francis squad.
She's one of our leaders, our quiet leaders, who's there every day and exemplifies what we're trying to build here.
Although everyone may notice the ponytail sticking out of her helmet, to her teammates, she's just another member of the Wolf Pack.
She's a teammate. I mean, she's not anything special. She's here playing football just like us. She just puts forth a lot of effort, just like we all do. She's my sister and he's my brother. I'm not gonna give up on either one of them.
Throughout her career, she's had to deal with opposing teams saying negative things and players taking cheap shots at her. But Lexi knows her brothers are always there to protect her.
These guys mean the world. They mean the world to me, and we have our ups and downs, but, you're brothers and a sister, so you can't get better than that.
Having those 24 brothers, she says, is the best feeling in the world. Reporting at St. Francis High School, Chris Kirschner, WUFT Sports. Caden Blue, a 4-year-old from Ocala, loves riding his toy tractor, climbing up and down his swing set, and bouncing on his trampoline. He loves Skittles, coffee from Dunkin' Donuts, and licking chocolate icing off donuts. He seems like an ordinary 4-year-old, except he's not. Caden has been battling acute lymphoblastic leukemia since he was 10 months old, a disease that last hospitalized him for 4 months straight.
It didn't affect him. He just kept pushing on, and he's just the strongest thing I've ever seen. So he really is just a tough guy.
Higher. Ready? Okay.
During those 4 months in the hospital, Caden received some special guests in his room. University of Florida senior basketball players Will Yeget and Patrick Young walked into his room expecting him to be in awe of them.
I don't think he was impressed. Most kids, when they meet us, oh my gosh, they're so tall, oh my gosh, they're so big, I don't want to do this. Like, they're really shy, but he wasn't shy. He was a little sleepy at first.
I think he just woke up from a nap, so he was kind of, had the sleepy eyes, crust in his eyes, still thing going on. And he wasn't speaking too much. And when we finally got him to come out of his shell,
he felt comfortable. He was telling us how his arms are bigger than ours.
Caden loves superheroes, and you could say that Yeget became the Robin to his Batman. They do everything together, go to the park, shoot hoops, and play fight just like what brothers would do. Will surprised Caden at his 4th birthday by driving out to Ocala and dressing up as a Ninja Turtle to help Caden open his presents. But there's one thing that Will was looking forward to.
I want him to come to a game. I want him to come to a game. I want him to be able to go to the locker room and just hang out with me, being out there giving us high five, watching us warm up.
Caden got to see Will hit his second career three-pointer this November, and after nailing it, Will pointed up to Caden and his family.
You know, we've been through a lot with him, and I saw him when he was not at his best, and just him being at the game was really, really special. So he's got so much better, and now he has his hair going back now, and he's running around pretty good.
Will and Caden are always there for each other. That's what best friends do.
What are you doing, dude?
I was telling him what he was doing at home or how his week was going. I was telling him about, you know, I had a few surgeries, so we talk about that.
Learning what Caden has gone through in his short life has taught those around him that living life to the fullest is what matters most.
I learned how to survive. I've watched him survive through the toughest times. And no matter what happens in life, I think I can survive because of him.
Time when stuff happened to you, just think it's the end of the world. Just think it's the worst that can ever happen.
Yaget graduates in May, but says nothing will stop his friendship and love for his favorite superhero, Caden Blue. Chris Kirschner, WUFT News. The most important numbers this offseason for the Florida Gators, 4-8. Entering the Under Armour All-America game, the Gators only had 3 verbal commitments, UF's lowest total since 2009. One of those commits is cornerback Quincy Wilson out of Fort Lauderdale. The corner is UF's most solid recruit out of the bunch. He looks to fill a hole the Gators have in the secondary now that former Gator Luchez Purifoy declared for the NFL draft. Wilson says there's room to become a better athlete.
I think I need to become more of a student of the game and just keep sharpening my skills.
Wilson's South Florida friends, wide receiver Erman Lane and cornerback J.C. Jackson, are also committed to Florida, but they aren't 100% sure that Gainesville will be their home. The wide receiver, a much-needed playmaker, has said that he's 85% committed to Florida, and he's not going to fully commit just yet.
I'm going to just let it play out. You know, at the end of the day, it's my decision. I got to choose the school that's best for me.
Those two players were fully on board to play alongside their friend Quincy, but Tuesday night changed everything. Running back Dalvin Cook, a former Florida commit, flipped to rival Florida State. Cook had been gator chomping all week at practice, and he's hoping his friends tomahawk chop when the recruiting process is over.
No, they're my friends. You know, we just hang around each other. You know, if they do, I'll be happy for them. But you know, they gator commits, and you know, wherever they go, we still gonna be the best of friends.